Hi, good evening, everyone. We're continuing this fantastic series on page 135 of Masechet Bava Batra over here. Just got a little bit of whiskey and some crisps, or chips as they call it, in American. And we are on page 135. Next week we call that Kuf Lamed Hey of Masechet Bava Batra, making fantastic progress. Friends, we will taste a little bit of this. I think my dad got this for me when he was here on Shavuot time. This was last year, so I haven't drank much of it. So let's just get this started, the page, and try the whiskey also. Some whiskey tasting in the evening, and get this underway over here. I'll just say a quick blessing over here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'akol niyeh b'dvaro. Wow, it is quite smooth. But very interesting. Friends, we're learning every single day a tidbit from the daily page of the Gemara. Now, just anyone that is just following, this might be the first time some people are watching, wherever you're watching it from. We are following a tidbit every single day. We've already covered about 900 pages in this series, and no less significance is today's page. So we're taking this tidbit from Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz, really great rabbi who authored the whole Korean English Hebrew set of Gemaras, which I recommend everyone to read, and he's got various different daily digests, let's just say, online. So the question is posed: how much faith can we put in the statement of a person regarding, let's say, his family status? We learned in the previous Mishnah, in page 134, in the first Amud over there, that a person is believed to say, let's say hypothetically, this is my son, and a share of the inheritance will go to him. A person, however, let's just say, is not believed to say, let's say in quotation mark, this is my brother. And none of the other brothers who deny the relationship will have to share the estate with him. Although one who admits the relationship, will, let's say, will have to do so. So the Gemara in today's page is going to speak about a case where a man who is, let's say, on his deathbed is asked, let's say, who should your wife go to? Essentially, whether will she fall into Yibum, or can she marry anyone? So that's a question that will be posed. We know there's maybe another class will talk about Yibum, the Levirate marriage in of itself, or who can she get married to once he's passed away. The man's answer, according to the reading in our Gemara, was, I'll say in quotation marks, she can marry the Kohen Gadol. He says that. That is, what if he says that? So the Gemara will speak about whether we can accept the man's assertion that his wife will not be a Yevama. This is another category which everyone should will hopefully learn about at another stage. So it's clear that the statement, she can marry the Kohen Gadol, by him saying that, is an exaggeration. We know that in as much as at that time there was no operating Bet HaMikdash temple in itself. It's actually interesting. I think he says in a side point, Rabbi Steinsaltz, although Rav Yaakov Emden wanted to suggest that he meant that she could marry an important person in the community named Kahani. Very interesting. Okay, so nevertheless, this statement is, let's say, it's out of place, it's odd, since a widow who is not Yevama can marry an ordinary Kohen, but not a Kohen Gadol. Then the commentator of the Rama, Rav Moshe Israelis, and other great rabbis will suggest that in this specific case of the marriage, it was an erusin, it was a halachic engagement at that point in time, and the marriage was never consummated. So because of that, there was no consummation of the marriage. Initially, when, let's say, he was on his deathbed and passed away, that's why he said it. So that must have been the case, according to his rabbis. But many of the Rishonim, or most of the Rishonim, understand that the couple was married, and the man was saying that his wife would not fall to Yibum. That's what he meant by saying that, let's say, exaggerated statement. Either because he had children, or because he had no brothers. This is what the Bartanora says, and the prior was what Rabbeinu Gershom says. According to this approach, the statement about, let's say, a Kohen Gadol, the high priest, was simply an exaggeration meant to emphasize, let's say, his specific point which he was trying to address. There's an alternative reading, I think, inside the Gemara that leaves out the Kohen Gadol aspect in of itself and talks just about being permitted to a Kohen, a priest. One version has this as a question. I'll say in the question mark, can she marry a Kohen? For example, or she was divorced to her, or he claims that. While according to another approach, will be, was saying that she could return to her father's own house where she could eat teruma if her father was a Kohen. So maybe he was implying that, but every single day inside the pages, many different interpretations. There's robust arguments, robust discussions between different commentators, and many of the Rishonim and great Achronim will actually delve in and try and derive what the actual case is, what other commentaries have been saying, what were they implying. So, wish you all a great day. Take care, and l'chaim to everyone, and Bez Hashem will just see good things and blessings all over the world.